Many of you may have mixed emotions about your role as a caregiver. A sense of self is developed during a lifetime, but sometimes feelings conflict with moral and ethical beliefs. One example is caring for a loved one who in the past may have provided support or care for you. You want to help because you know it's the right thing to do, but you hesitate because you know that the time you give to caregiving will place a strain on other areas of your life. These feelings are normal and are part of the challenge you will experience as a caregiver. Since family relationships are such an important component of caregiving relationships, portions of the content of this video are available in written form. Refer to the article, 10 Tips to Working Through Emotionally Challenging Caregiving Situations. 1. Set the stage before you move into action. You will see and hear me repeat this message in other videos and articles on the Caring Generation website. Jumping into caregiving without a plan is at the top 10 of my What Was I Thinking caregiving list. Before offering your time or money, develop a framework for caregiving and set boundaries. Agree to less rather than more at the beginning so that you don't overpromise and underdeliver. 2. Seek to understand. How many times have you noticed that you might be upset about a situation and the foundation of your upset has absolutely nothing to do with the situation, but with a different situation or relationship? Caregiving has a way of bringing out old memories and hurts. Determine what might really be upsetting you and then develop techniques to work through what is bothering you. 3. Your loved one might have similar feelings. The emotions of caregiving are all over the board. There are days when you might feel sad, angry, or frustrated. I assure you that the person for whom you care feels the same way. Sometimes it takes a conversation opener like, "I'm feeling a little blue today and I don't know why," to create an environment where you and the person for whom you care feel safe to express your emotions and concerns. You might be surprised to hear your loved one feels the same. 4. Be empathetic but not necessarily sympathetic. Put on your armor. There are times in care situations where it is very difficult to maintain a positive attitude or outlook. While we all want to express our feelings, continually focusing on the negative is unhealthy. Individuals needing care often feel poorly, but daily complaints without any action to support feeling better can be wearing. Listen, empathize, and offer positive suggestions. These may fall on deaf ears, but at least you're not engaging or supporting negative talk. Let your light shine. 5. Family history is real. I've been involved in care situations where a parent and an adult child have never had a positive or loving relationship. If this is your situation, acknowledge it and be realistic about your level of involvement. You may not be the best caregiver for your loved one. Retain outside assistance so that the possibility of amicability and mending past relationships exist. 6. Journey with other caregivers. Want to do it all? Learn to say no. Seek support from other caregivers. Hire paid assistance. Be clear with your loved one that your life will not change significantly due to their care needs. 7. Hire help and care oversight. Non-medical caregiving agencies offer great relief, but the burden of supervision remains. If outside help is the answer, hire a care advocate to supervise and direct the care agency to ensure that you are not drawn into the day-to-day events of supervising care for your loved one. 8. Support mixed feelings. If during your role as a caregiver you continue to feel torn between wanting to be supportive but are experiencing anger about the level of responsibilities you bear, consider therapy as an option to provide support. EMDR is a type of therapy that supports working through emotional challenges in order to be able to meet them head-on, rather than avoiding issues. Doing so will lower your stress level. Number 9, siblings and kinship. If you have brothers and sisters, be sure to enlist their help and support early on, especially if it's been determined that you will be the main caregiver. Everyone needs time away from caregiving now and then. Schedule brother and sister time with your loved one so that you can take a break. Number 10, caregivers are human. How many of you remember Gomer Pyle? Surprise, surprise, surprise. The role of caregiving is one of the most emotionally challenging and draining roles you will ever experience. Know that there are times when you will lose your patience and you may say something you will regret. Caregivers are human. When you realize you're near a breaking point, walk away and take a break. It's common to experience a variety of emotions in caregiving. I'm Pamela Wilson of the Caring Generation, an online community of support for family and professional caregivers.